Okay. Hello, my name is Jane Pryne, and I'm the Interim Superintendent for the Sequim School District. I am here to share with you an open letter to our community regarding the two investigations that have just been completed. We have prepared a statement for our community in response to the questions you and they have been asking regarding the recent investigations that have taken place here at Sequim School District. While we are preparing to respond with the public records our media outlets have requested, we wanted to take this opportunity to share what we can so you can hear it straight from us. So with that in mind, here's the message we are sending. Sequim School District has made a commitment to empower our staff to inspire hope and provide flexible, innovative learning opportunities in a safe and respectful environment so each student thrives. Part of creating a respectful environment means we must at times make some very difficult choices. Choices that we cannot always immediately explain to our community members because we have an obligation to protect the privacy of staff members. Last October, the now former Superintendent Dr. Robert Clark and our current Sequim High School principal, Mr. Sean Langston, were placed on administrative leave in response to complaints filed against them. We asked both staff and community to avoid conjecture and to treat both Dr. Clark and Mr. Langston with dignity and respect. We placed our trust in the community of Sequim and asked you to place your trust in us while we move through this important process. To protect all parties, it was necessary for us to maintain confidentiality while these matters were pending. We are your public school. We belong to you, but we cannot always disclose everything in the moment our community would like to receive it. Now that we are on the other side of these complaints, we wanted to take an opportunity to share what we can with the intention of trust building and transparency. So with a broad brush stroke, allow us to try to answer the questions you have been asking. Mr. Sean Langston. The Sequim School District retained the services of an independent investigator to review complaints a staff member brought forward against Mr. Langston, alleging that he sexually harassed them by sharing a reference to a school assignment from his youth titled, quote unquote, Girls, with the opening line, quote unquote, 36, 24, 36, and by playing the song, quote unquote, Hot for Teacher at a staff meeting. The staff member alleged Mr. Langston created an uncomfortable work environment in these decisions and engaged in sex discrimination by treating certain individuals more favorably than others. Mr. Langston was placed on leave because of the district's obligation through Title IX to offer supportive measures to both the complainant and the subject of the complaint. The investigation has shown that Mr. Langston did not engage in sex discrimination, but that his reference to his school assignment and playing, quote unquote, Hot for Teacher did, in fact, violate the Sequim School District's policy given the context of these actions. Mr. Langston received a letter outlining future expectations. Additionally, Sequim School District has enlisted the assistance of a mediator to work with the staff at the high school to facilitate healthy, open dialogue amongst the staff and has provided Mr. Langston with a mentor who can provide guidance as Mr. Langston continues to lead Sequim High School. Dr. Robert Clark. We retained the services of a separate independent investigator to review the allegations made by two complainants alleging that Dr. Clark engaged in possible gender discrimination and sexual harassment. As Dr. Clark has elected to resign, privacy concerns limit our ability to share complete information regarding the investigation. However, we can share that the board determined Dr. Clark exhibited poor decision-making and poor judgment in the way he approached some personnel matters, but these actions did not rise to the level of an unlawful work environment or gender discrimination. Ultimately, Dr. Clark utilized a management style the board does not agree with and elected to resign in the best interests of the district, its staff, and its students. We hope our actions demonstrate the seriousness with which we take complaints and the lengths we have gone to protect the dignity and privacy of our staff. Sequim School District is a very special place. Our staff shows up every day to champion our students. As with any family, there will be challenges and disagreements, but we have not given up on each other, and more importantly, we remain committed to inspiring and preparing each student to thrive. Thank you very much.